I don't know if you can tell, but the rug up here is actually real grass, sod. So that must be the next nature. I'm here to talk about the fact that our understandings of what nature is and what technology is have converged. It turns out that there are approximately 6 kingdoms of life on Earth, and if we were to take a probe of what life was like on Earth and do a catalog of all the possible varieties, we would find very strange things that look like they're from another planet. We've only identified 5% of all the living things on Earth. There are things like this, which you could not really invent if you had to, but this is a real living organism. Or this one here, which is a nudibrancher. This is a solar-powered animal. And it turns out that every single organism on Earth is actually hacking the rules. It's actually taking the rules of life and trying to figure out a way around the rules. It's trying to break the rules. Every organism is a hack. If we map the varieties and the kingdoms of life on Earth, we have animals and fungi and plants and the arc of bacteria. That's what that looks like. That's our sort of current understanding of what these organisms are and how they fit together. If we take a similar map of a technology like armor, we can actually see that in many ways, over time, as it evolves, that it shares many of the characteristics of an evolution of a living organism. And if we actually start to abstract and say, what are the qualities of life, of all living organisms, all these organisms that are hacking their existence, we find that actually they share a lot, if not most, of all the same characteristics that technology does as a system. And so I like to propose the fact that technology is the 7th kingdom of life. And I just have a couple more slides. I decided to test this to see if technology really would go away and go extinct. And so I asked someone what was the most unlikely thing they could imagine. They said, well, they're still not making steam-powered cars. And so I went on and I checked, and of course they are still making steam-powered cars. In fact, you can buy new valves for a new steam-powered car. Somewhere in the world, everything is still being made. In fact, you can still buy the most primitive, most elemental first technology in the world. You can buy a flint chert knife with a bone handle for $50 that's made exactly the same. And so technology basically is a kind of immortal organisms. And I think I want to leave you with the idea that our technology is very hard to retreat from it. And in many other ways, it shares all the same categorizations that life does. So thank you very much.